Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Before we start today's project, I got a ton of mail from Nilsa. Nilsa was on a shopping spree or something. She sent me all kinds of goodies. So let me go through those with you really quick. Well, not really quick, but you know. She sent me these. Well, this one is a vase mold. And I took up everything out of the package so you didn't have to hear the crinkling. And it comes with this, so you put it up in here when you pour the vase, that way you could put the things. So this would be really pretty because I'm loving the flower decorations that I can do with them. I don't know if I could ship flowers though, like this big, but anyway, we could do the vase. This is very deep. I don't even know if we could use regular epoxy, although I have done deeper. So that's interesting. That'll be cool. She sent this set of bunnies for the Easter season, which is what I'm starting today. And see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, little bunnies. So we have those 3 to do. She sent me some more cups like this. These are the ones that have the measurements on the side, the little paper cups. This is literally how many I had left. I use them sparingly because I don't want to just use them to use them without needing to measure. So I'm using them sparingly. So we got a whole nother set. She's like, you can never have enough paper cups. And then she sent this resin remover hand cleanser, which I use every day if I get it on my hands. I don't every day. I don't get resin on my hands every day, but if I do, this stuff and the other brand also works really well. Thank you so much. And then she sent me this one. I need a little explanation, Nilsa. It says, enjoy your gift, a challenge for you and Don if the king is brave enough, from Nilsa. And she sent a few things, but it didn't have any instructions on what the challenge is because they're all different. So she sent me these 4 things. This is a little bunny votive holder. Very cute. This is a baby dragon on the moon. That one is that. And then here is another candle holder. And the thing says wave texture candle holder. So you can see the texture on the side. And then these, which came with the nice wood frames to keep them straight. So 2 of these. So Nilsa, what I need to know from you is, what exactly is the challenge between these 4 items? That's what I need to know. So those are very exciting. I'm glad to have some Easter stuff to do. I don't have a ton of Easter, like for Christmas. I have tons of Christmas stuff that I can't even get through everything each year. But I should be able to get through Easter stuff. But today, thank you, Nilsa. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you so much. Thank you. Of course, I'm going to email you that too, which you probably already got because this is a couple weeks ago. Let's get through what we're going to do today. So I have several new molds for Easter that Don and I have made. Well, Don has made. I'm going to pour. So I will do probably 2 at a time, because I have several of them, and I want to get through them all before the Easter season so you guys can see them in case you want to make them. So these 2 are rabbits. This one is a rabbit with a bow. Which one is which? Yeah, this one is a rabbit who is adjusting his bow. This is a rabbit on top of an Easter egg. We also have these that have nothing to do with Easter, but I want to show them out there, so in case you want to get for extras molds. This is a panda bear with a piece of bamboo. This is a squirrel and an acorn. Then we've got a set of lips, and we've got a keychain, a skeleton key that we're going to do as well. So I'm going to mix up probably 12 ounces, and we're going to mix these with this Saya. Now, I'm not using it as this is a color changing. This is the color if you put black behind it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this one, if you could see all those colors in that bottle. Kind of like an Aurora powder, I hope, because I'm pouring it for my base color. So the color I want the rabbit, everything else will have to be painted after the fact. So I want my rabbit in this color, I think. We're going to try it, and then for the next couple sets, maybe I'll change it up. Well, I will change it up. I'm not going to do it the same. For these guys, I am going to do alcohol inks because they're going to sparkle the most. I've got papaya out, the octopus inks for the squirrels and the acorn. I've got sweet cherry out, which is red for the lips. I've got this metallic one out for the key, Wonder Lamp. So it's a metallic alcohol ink. And then I pulled the white out. She has Pom Pom for the base of the panda, and I'll do the painting after the fact. that's it. Oh, I did get some other things from Temu. I purchased these just in case people wanted to order them with, you know, if you're ordering something, I could throw this into on the side. You know, there's so many awareness ribbons people have asked, and I never had the mold. So I do have those, and very exciting. You know that little tiny mold you guys like so much with the flowers on it? It holds like an ounce. It's a little jar. This is the sister and the brother that came from Temu. So this is a round one. I have the square one, and this is a larger oval style. So we need to get to these as well. Maybe I'll do these today too. I'm going to add a few more ounces of resin. So I think I'll do two pours today. I'm going to get these poured first, move these out of the way because I just realized I want to do those, and I'll pick some colors, figure out how to do that. Let's just mix up about, I don't know, 10 ounces, I think. And if we have extra, then we have extra. I'll use it in one of those. Okay, let's get started.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright.
Since I'm going to put everything in the pressure pot together, I don't have to use a vacuum chamber, which saves me several minutes. So I just went ahead, I mixed up 14 ounces, probably won't use it all, so I might need to do some more extras, but we're gonna just mix it, put it all in there, wait all day, because you can unmold that after about 7 hours in the pressure pot. So we should be good. We should be good. I don't need to mess around with the vacuum chamber or anything. So I'm going to dissolve this one first. I'm going to pour the big ones first, make sure I have enough of that. I'm going to do 9 just in case. And I want it like, kind of like Aurora powders would be. That's what I'm thinking. That's my, oops, got to open it first. I'm thinking it'll be like an Aurora powder because it's got all those colors in there. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, we're going to have a white bunny, which is good. It's good for Easter, but I already see pinkish tints and greenish tints. I just want to get that dissolved a little bit more. It's just a little thick down there. And I'll pour out about 9 of the 14. So I'll need, let's see, 5 left. Six. Let's start with that. I'm at just over 5, so I don't really know how much I need yet. Oh, that is really pretty just on its own. You don't have to always use your powders for the intended purpose, you know what I mean? As far as putting black behind something that should have black for this kind of color, you could always use them for these creamy opal-y colors too. So that's my intentions today. You have more colors than you think if you think about it, because all of your colors can do something different, especially if you start mixing and matching. All right, I'm gonna spray just because I'm not too sure how the ears go, and then I'm going to squish it around because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some bubbles coming up out of there. I honestly wonder if I should, I don't know. I was going to say maybe I should put this through the vacuum chamber, but I'm not too sure about the ears, but maybe I should. Or should I take the chance? Because I'm not familiar with the mold yet. I don't see any bubbles coming up, so I'm just going to take the chance. I'll fill it a little higher just to carry it over to the pressure pot. And then, let me see this one. Yeah, see, those ears make me nervous. They're kind of poking opposite ways. Let's just see without doing that if I can get the bubbles out. I think squishing it around like this should be fine. This is a hard mold. I mean, we use the softest silicone, of course, but it's a tall piece. So I'm not quite sure. It might be kind of hard. Okay, I'm going to have to mix up some more. This one is full, but the other one is not. So that's why I went less instead of more right away. So I only need maybe an ounce. Maybe. I don't even think I need to. A little bit more. I want to make sure I have enough for the bunnies more than anything that I make today. Mix that around. I'll just fill it up. I could carry it, no problem. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Perfect. I have a little bit left that I may try to stick in there as soon as let me carry them over now, fill it up, and then we'll start the others. For the 2 jars, I pulled out 2 new colors from Laura's Art Corner. This one is by Res, and it is called Lavender Blush for all you purple lovers out there. And then the other is a mica powder called Boomerang Lilac. So you guys should love those. Let me get that dissolved real quick. Not necessarily real quick, but you know what I mean. That done, and let's go for which one? Oh, this goes to this. Let's not do them the wrong way. Let's pour, what, an ounce maybe? We'll see. I did pull out my new, I picked a new extras mold, the giveaway mold that I put all the drippings in that I can't do anything with. And it's a 2-piece one. It is the one that I got as Happy Mail, and it is it was from Fanny, and it's that face on the jar and face on the dish. It's that little planter. So I did start putting drippings in there. So that should be pretty cool with a whole bunch of drippings. Just gonna wiggle it around, even though it should be okay. Pour that up. Now this has those flowers, so I want to make sure I need a dotting tool with a big tip. I try to do the ones with the big tip so you're not poking a sharp dotting tool into all the flowers and things. Just to get it down in there the best I can. Wipe that. I want to try to see that edge, so I mixed up too much of this. Use my bubble wand here. Like, you can't really see through, but I'll do the best that I can. These ones are hard because you can't really see what you're doing, just assuming you're getting them. All right. Let me spritz those. I don't know if I should top this one up. It looks like it's cut on uneven too. I should have trimmed the bottom, but like I said, like I say, you don't know until you do everything the first time. Okay, so I have some left over of that. And then let's do this one, which is the pigment paste. I don't know, maybe so I didn't need an ounce for that. Maybe I only need an ounce for this one. Stir your pigment paste really well before you do it. And if your pigment paste seems to be like solid, you can always put them in a warm water bath before before you're stirring them, in case, I don't know where it's winter, but let me get this one stirred really good. I really don't want pigment paste dropping like it can do. I think I need a little bit more though. Let me just wipe my stick. Let me put a little bit more. Some pigment pastes are much more pigmented than others, so you have to kind of know or just keep adding till you're happy. I mean, you probably wouldn't have seen through it, but it looked kind of scarce to me. Looks like it all came off my stick, so that's pretty good. Just stir really, 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 really well. I'm not going to scrape with that because there is a little bit left. Okay, let's get this one filled up. Oh, I see bits in there. See bubbles coming up too. My gosh, it looks like it was full a while ago, but it wasn't, I guess. I'm going to need some more. Let me put a little more in here and get it stirred up. And I'm going to add, I guess I should add pigment paste, huh? Because that's going to be lighter than that one now. I see little bits. I don't know if I stirred it well enough. It is what it is now. Let's see in the final product what it looks like. You know what I need to do? I need to pull out my butterfly mold, which is sitting right here, so I can put all these colors in there and get them put onto my bottles. All right, we're going to go with that since I have leftover. Poke down in there, release all those bubbles. These should be really cute little jars. I like the littlest one. I didn't know that they had the brother and sister until somebody said something. All right, let me get my 2 drips into these things so I could glue it onto my jar. There's that one, and I, of course, still have leftovers, but this is a really pretty, almost maroonish color. Didn't look like that in the jar. See, that's why we do this, because look at the color and look at it in resin. Completely different. Okay, that's leftover. I'm going to move you back. This looks like it's cut on level 2, which I'm not surprised, I guess. Now, for the alcohol inks. I'm just going to split them up a little bit. I don't know how much I need for what, so I'll color one at a time in case I need more for something. The panda's going to take me, yeah, I'm going to have a lot left over, so I'm going to have to find something else to put it in. Let's start with this one. Let's do the squirrel in papaya, and I really want it see-through, so I'm going to do literally 1 drop at a time. What I do with my stick. Now, papaya is kind of an orangey, burnt orange type. Maybe I'll do 1 more drop, and that's it. Gotta get moving because I feel it getting warm in my hands. I didn't spritz this, which I probably don't need to, but these are like those other little molds that we have that you don't dome them because you will end up having to trim. Get them in all these little spots. Oh, I forgot to trim that. Let me trim that little acorn portion up the top. The silicone's like blocking it. Forgot to trim it. Hopefully they got it. I don't know. Did it go up there? Yeah. Okay, acorn is done. Let's do the cherry for the lips. Sweet cherry. 1 drop or 2? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot left over. These do not take much at all. let's just do that. I'm going to spritz it anyway, even though it's going in there. Okay. Now we got this one, which is going to be the key Wonder Lamp. I need to take a lighter. I got a bunch of bubbles on that. That's it. That jar over there. Come on, go back in there. Got too many things in there. Make sure this is an alcohol ink that's metallic, so make sure you mix it. It's got a ball bearing in there already. That was 1 drop. I think I'll do, oh no, I think that was 2 drops. I think I'll do a couple more. 4 drops. What can I do with all of this extra? Goodness. Let's spritz it. A lot of facets in here. This like literally takes 1/4 of an ounce, if that. I have so much left over. And I forgot to trim that properly too. Okay, 1 more, and that's going to be the panda. So let's do this white. I didn't want to do a pigment paste if I didn't need to, so let's just give them his base coat in white. That way I can paint everything else. And I still have clear left too. Hopefully that's mixed. Maybe not. What am I going to do with all this extra? I'll worry about the extra after I get air in that tank, because those deep ones that I poured are going to be curing much, much quicker than these. So I definitely want to get air in there before I worry about this extra. There we go. Okay, let me work on that and I'll be back with another mold. I pulled out my favorite vase molds and I'm just combining a whole bunch of these colors together. See what I can make. This is the rest of that Saya. I combined the 2 alcohol inks, the papaya and the sweet cherry, into one. I added more metallic into this one. I left the white. I think I'm going to combine these 2. I'm just going to, I don't want these, ooh, that's an interesting color. I didn't vacuum chamber them, so we will have bubbles, most likely. It's not going to be perfect, but it's getting too thick to do that. So let's do this. Let's do I have enough for this big one? I don't know, maybe not. Let's do this one. I just don't want them to be see-through, so you could see all the stems in them. I don't know how much I need for each one. There's that. Please let me have enough. That's a pretty cool color. All mixed together. Like I said, you have so many colors in your stash, even if you don't have a lot of colors to choose from. You've got a lot of colors to choose from. Mix them together. That is almost perfect. I could do like, I just need a little bit of clear to top it up. There we go. Let's put these 2 together and see what we get. That's good. Purpley. Of course it's purpley. We're gonna do, I think I have enough for this one. Except there's something in there. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? I need a little bit of clear. Might need a little bit of clear for sure. Yeah, I totally do. I'm going to put it into the cup and mix it around. I have like, I don't know, an ounce left in here. Instead of putting clear in there, let's just mix it with the color. Come on, fill up. Wonder how many bubbles I'm going to have. Nothing that the flower arrangement won't pull your eye away from, right? That's what I'm going with anyway. Okay, good enough, good enough. That one's gone. Let's try to swirl this so we can fill one whole one. Let's do white and gold, if that even gives us anything. Maybe not. I don't think it is. So let's pour some white in there. So let's do the same thing in this. Kind of like the glitz effect in this tiny little vase. Never did try it like this before, now that I think about it. I'm always trying to marble it the other way. And watch, this will work perfectly. That was just the right amount after I scrape. Perfect. Just a little bit of this. Dome that up. Might be able to fit this in here. I wonder if I have enough in that jar to do that little tiny one. Let me get it into a smaller cup. Let's try this blue thistle I just got from Laura's Art Corner. Why not? I'm not going to bother with the alcohol. This is getting really, really thick. I'm not going to do it over that either. So I'm just going to stir it in the best that I can. It's very bubbly. And yeah, hopefully we have something decent come out of this. But my hopes are not that high. That is gorgeous. Look at that blue. I should probably put some of this into a butterfly right here. I did put that Saya into a butterfly too, just so I have one for that. Okay, let's spritz and pour and hope we don't get too many bubbles. There we go. The perfect amount. Look at that. Not too bad. This is going to be my go-to mold for a while. I've got a little bit left. These are going to look gorgeous in pendants, so I'm going to go ahead and pour those off camera. And let's check out the comment of the day. Okay, everything is cured. I did about 6.5 or 7 hours in the pressure pot, 2 hours on the heat mat. I've got the tall ones in the refrigerator cooling down because I do not want to rip any ears off because they're still warm. But I figured we could do all this. These two I finished off camera. These were the other two for Rose that she wanted, the blue and the purple. And then this was some extra resin. So I just drilled a hole in that, put a dragonfly charm or a butterfly, whatever that is. I don't know, but it's pretty, so it went on there. So I just made a keychain today. Here's the 3 pendants I just demolded and put the bails on the back. So those came out pretty. For not putting through a pressure or a vacuum chamber, looks really good, amazingly. Let's hope everything else is the same way. I'm going to put these over here. I know these are completely done. These have been done for quite a while waiting. These are the alcohol inks mixed with that Saya powder. I did put the little butterflies on everything for the color on the bottles, if you know what I mean. So that's a pretty color. That came out good. No marbling, just the color. So we'll get some color coordinating. I hope I have some color coordinating. Here's the butterfly in the Saya Mermaid. Here's the purple one in the lavender blush. It's pretty close, but it's not the same. Definitely not the same. Blue Thistle is basically the same. That looks the same. And then this Boomerang Lilac, close, but a little bit lighter. You'll need more pigment if you want it really dark. So they're not too bad. I'm going to set those aside so I don't tip them over. Let's do this one. Look at that pretty color. It's got a lot of shimmer. There are some bubbles along the edge, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. You could always line it with rhinestones, fix everything. That's a really pretty color. Those were the two mixed together. It's very shimmery. Yeah, I got some micro bubbles, but we knew that was going to happen. It's really not bad at all. Not bad at all. And the flowers are going to take your eye right away. Ooh, that's pretty. Came out good. I should have dumped it like that before I realized at the last second. Ooh, that one came out nice. Too bad that's not the front. The gold and the white, that's pretty. I like that one. So these are just going to be giveaways since they have bubbles and they don't really have a matching set. So I'm not going to go listing them. I just give them in packages. Here's the blue. That's really pretty. Oh man, was there something in my mold? I had to change my nails because I broke two while I was cleaning the house today. And these are the ones that Mia made for me. 12-year-old girl made these nails. Shocking. Gorgeous. Thank you, Mia. I love them. I do like the shape too. I haven't had that shape before, so pretty. All right, where do we begin? Let's do the squirrel. And it's thin, so we got to be careful. And the acorn. Ooh, careful with the stem of the acorn. Oh, it's attached. It's attached to something. There we go. Look at that. Well, let's put it on the silicone again. There's the squirrel. There's the acorn. Perfect for a couple of drips. Nice and sparkly. Sometimes I add a little rhinestone to the little flowered parts of it, but we'll put a little eye on him or something. We'll leave him right there so I can see what I'm doing. Let's take out the skeleton key. Hopefully. Because these are really thin. Really thin. They need to be cooled down completely. That is so pretty. Look at that subtle color. Just with a couple drips of the ink, you got your transparency. You got your golden color. It's beautiful. It came out good. Really nice. Let's get the lips out. Just want to loosen it all the way around. Look at that. Oh, funny. Put a little magnet on the back or something, or you can make this into a charm. So cute. Sparkly lips. Let's see, the panda bear is going to need a little bit of help. Maybe I will finish off this table while I wait for the others to cool down. Look at him. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So he's got pearls on his face and his belly, and then crystals on his paws and his ears. And then we got the bamboo. So you know, I always say that. I will color up his eyes, and we'll do something to him. He's so cute. Adorbs. Okay, we'll do this one. Look at that. Pressure pot fixes all those little bubbles. Did I get any under here? Nope. Got them all. It's a matte mold, so your colors will look a little different, but that's okay. I'm going to dress this up with some of the gilding paint. Look at that little pot. It's so cute. Perfect. It's perfect. Perfect for a Temu. I mean, it's not a perfect mold. There's a flaw there, but that's the mold, so not too bad. I like these little things for some extras. If you have an ounce or more. Whoops. It popped right out of there. Look at that one. Oh my gosh. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So gold or silver, copper, or what do we do? I don't know. Look at that. So pretty. Nice little oval box. Now this one is bigger. The square one is about this one size. So this one is about twice the size, but still tiny nonetheless. See it on my hands? That's how little, guys. You all think everything's so much bigger than it really is. It's so funny. Okay, that's all the unmolding. I'm going to finish all these. Hopefully by the time I'm done, we can unmold the other ones. I did go ahead and try to get them out. I squirted some alcohol in here. This was not something I can get out on camera. So I squished the alcohol around, got it all into all the crevices, and then I went like this, and I popped the head right out and pulled it out. So it worked pretty good, even though they're tall, large molds. So are you ready to see them? Here's the first one. It's just a little bunny. He's straightening his little bow tie. Very cute. You don't see a ton of the shimmer, but you can if I spray seal it, but I don't know that I'm going to spray seal it. You get hints of that color in there, although I'll probably be painting the bow, and you can see it the most on the bow. So that's the first bunny. Super cute. I'll probably do in the ears. I don't know. I'll do something. Here's the second one. Sitting on an Easter egg that you can go ahead and decorate. It's got some lines, a flower here, a star there, some lines here, polka dots, things like that. This one's a little shinier for the rabbit. So now I'm going to go ahead, take a couple minutes, and get everything finished for you. I'll be right back.
Michelle's in the studio late, glitz and glitter on the sign by the gate. Little plastic cups and a worn old mat, apron full of colors and a ball cap hat. She pours that clear like a prayer, tiny bubbles rising up in the air. Easter bunny sitting on an egg so bright, turning resin dreams into shining light. Glitz and glitter Easter time, hey! Sparkles on the table, joy on the line. Every little piece, every heart online. She's thanking Jesus for the viewer she finds. Serving the Lord with her hands and her heart. Glitz and glitter Easter time. He put this gift in her heart. He put this gift in her heart. Easter bunny fixing up his bow tie straight. Many vases waiting on a windowsill plate. Dried flowers frozen in a glassy glow, like Sunday morning sunlight in a studio. Extra resin swirling in the last few drops makes a handful of treasure. She can't just stop. She laughs and says, y'all, he multiplies. Sees a cross in the shimmer when it catches her eyes. Glitz and glitter Easter time. Oh yeah. Sparkles on the table, joy on the line. Every little piece, every heart online. She's thanking Jesus for the viewer she finds. Serving the Lord with her hands and her heart. Glitz and glitter Easter time. He put this gift in her heart. He put this gift in her heart. Hands up to heaven as the molds all pure. Savior, I'm grateful, keep my purpose pure. Every like, every share, every single view. She says, Lord, this studio belongs to you. Glitz and glitter Easter time. Sparkles on the table, joy on the line. Every little piece, every heart online. She's thanking Jesus for the viewer she finds. Serving the Lord with her hands in her heart. Glitz and glitter Easter time. He put this gift in her heart. He put this gift in her heart.
I am done. That took longer than I expected, but everything came out cute. Here's the little jar. I used silver on this one and put a couple stones in the tiny little flowers, but that one came out adorbs. Here's the purple one. I used gold on this one and then stones in the flowers. I went over the relief on the side. So that one's adorbs. Here's the panda bear. Of course, I got some black where I didn't want it. I ended up painting over the arms, which actually came out pretty good. I can't believe it. And the ears, I got some black where I didn't want it around the eyes, but I really can't fix it. I tried and then painted that. I didn't put magnets on it or anything. I don't know what to do with it. Here's the beautiful key. I put one stone here and 4 up here. That's it. And then The acorn and the squirrel has some stones on it, a little eyeball. Here's the pink one and the other pink one. Orange stones on that, pink one on that. Some flowers in them. So cute. I put some around the heart this time. And then the gold and the blue one. So diamond ones and gold ones on there. Here's the flowers for those. So those are cute. Here's the rabbits. I didn't know what direction to take these guys. And then I'm like, he's a little too white for me. So I started wanting I wanted like a spring green. This is lime in my metallic acrylic paints. And he was a little too green. I did the ears in blue, and then I pulled some silver out and put it over the green to tone the green down. I don't know, does he look sick or does he look Eastery? I don't know. But I have him looking that way. I'm not sure why, but that's what I did with his eyes. He's just adjusting his little bow tie for his girlfriend. And then I put some blue in his, I don't know. I'm not in love with him, but he's kind of cute. And then here's this one. I just painted this one in the pink, kept it white. I wasn't going to try that again. You could go a million different ways on the egg. It's an Easter egg. I went pink in the ears, purple on the bow, face, and everything. And that's that one. So those two are ready in the store if you want them. I have a couple more to do, 3 or 4 more to do. So I'm going to work on those and get you guys some pictures. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell